Self-deception and how to take over control over your truth. That is considered to be one of the hardest questions in life. Now, how do I stop lying to myself over the things that I deep down know are true? If you know how to solve this, you have the key to your happiness in your hands. Now watch this video where I will help you answer this one question. And by the end of this video, you will know what you need to do to take control over your truth. Hi, my name is Maurice Zondag, and for the best advice on how to be the man you want to be, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell below to be notified when I post a new video every Monday. Self-deception is for many not even something they realize they do every single day. But every time you get to bed too late or eat that bag of chips or drink too much on the night out, you already know you shouldn't, but still you do. And the reason you come up with, that is what we call self-deceptions. We all do it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you by doing this, but it is a problem you need to solve to get to your next level in your life, where you will get the results you hope for. And I see it in my life every day. Once I realize I lied to myself, I can change my mind about the decision I was about to take. Now, the reason why we lie to ourselves is that we want to be right. We don't want to go to bed because, it's fun what you're doing. And being fun, that's the whole reason to be happy, right? So yeah, I know I will be tired tomorrow, but hey, we live in the now. Now, the problem goes deeper than just this. Our ego plays a huge role in this. Our ego is always looking out for you, right? It's your PR company. It takes care of your personality, your status, how you are being perceived by the outer world. It's there to protect you. So when something happens that attacks your ego, it comes up with fancy tricks to make you feel good again. It lies. And this is not just when you're going to bed too late or get drunk. It's something that happens all day long. When getting that email from a colleague where he attacks your idea, or when your spouse is trying to change your behavior because it's benefiting her, or when you're when you're driving on the road and this asshole tries to get in front of you on your car, in front of your lane. The Arbinger Institute has written a great book about this, and they call it being in the box. We create our own perspective of the world, and we start creating our own rules that apply in that world, all based on our own needs. My need, I desire right now or in the future. It's kind of like in the movie The Matrix, right? Where I see we are living in a made-up world. We just think it's real, but it factually is different. Now, I don't know about being harvesting sources of energy for robots in the after-apocalypse world. I do know that the real world is very different from what we sometimes make of it. Our reactions to others, like the colleagues with the email, are subconscious triggers to our emotions. It makes us feel in a certain way, so we can react to that. Now, to be honest, the primary reaction we have when we feel attacked in our ego is to respond even stronger. And a conflict is just around the corner. We start blaming the others for creating a situation that you can't help being in. If it's them that started this, not me, I become the victim of the situation. If you would only respond differently to me, then there wouldn't be a problem at all. The problem with all of this is that when we view ourselves as the victim in a situation, we have no control of power to solve the problem, because it's not our responsibility anymore. We are the victim. And we come up with every argument we can think of to make our statement of feeling about the other one come true, even if we have to make them up. Now let me know in the comments down below if you recognize this with yourself. Do you ever say, it's not my fault, it happened like this? If he would only do X, Y, or Z, it would be totally different. Tell me what your reaction was when your ego was hurt. Right here in the comments. I'm curious to look out for that. So how do we get out of this matrix, out of this box? Well, it starts with listening. Listening to yourself and not just your ego. You do have responsibilities. You do have a choice. You always have. And if you get such an email from an asshole colleague, ask yourself this one question. What is he or she actually saying, between the lines? Can you listen to that? I mean, he or she is just a human like you, right? With his or her beliefs, her insecurities, feelings, emotions, anxieties. So what makes him or her react like this? And the next question is, what can I do to change his or her reaction? What did you do or say that triggered this reaction in him or her? So you now can decide how you respond. Are you keep responding from your ego, trying to debate his statement, tell him what you think, push your power to get things done? Or do you try to understand the other one and acknowledge him or her for having the pains and anxieties and desires and insecurities and those kind of things? Because if you can understand those, you start seeing them as real humans again and let yourself speak to them in a normal way, de-escalating the situation. And the same goes for the lying to yourself too, right? I mean, you know that you shouldn't drink that much, but you still do. Listen to yourself. Acknowledge the ego, it tries to save your status, but also let it know that changing the drinking isn't going to spoil the rest of the evening. Even better, it will prevent you from losing the next day having a hangover, or gain weight, or be tired. So listen to yourself. Don't fall for the victim role because that doesn't help you. Yeah, but this is just me. I'm just someone that likes to drink. That's your ego talking, not you. But whatever your ego is telling you, it will do everything in its power to make it, this lie become true. So yes, if you don't listen, you indeed are just that someone that loves to drink. But being that someone isn't who you really are, because that's something only you decide. Now, if you want to join a community for men just like you, I have a secret society where I share up-to-date advice to help you navigate this sometimes tricky space. Join us now for free. I mean, the link is right there in the description below. Now, if you like this video, please let me know by liking it, of course, and subscribe to the channel and share it with your fellow man. And comment down below with helpful in this video if you find this video helped you. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.